In this video, I'm going to give you 15 product research cheat codes you need to know to maximize your sales and profits this Q4 as an Amazon seller to find a ton of winning products to sell on Amazon. Let's get right into it. I'm going to walk you guys through a ton of examples of super tactical product research cheat codes you need to be implementing that are going to make a big difference in your Amazon biz. The first one is going to be email account and text sign-up coupons on different websites. So a lot of websites will have coupons that just stick around or are available all the time if you give them your information, basically. You can set up what's called a catch-all email via Namecheap. That's catch ALL. There's good YouTube tutorials on that. And if it's a text sign-up, you can use what's called Text Now or Google Voice. Dick's Sporting Goods, for example, it is an email sign-up code down here that gives you 10% off if you just give them your information, basically. They also have a text sign-up coupon as well if you want to get a little bit fancier. The text sign-up coupons are a little trickier, though, just because, different ones have different kind of verification systems. Sometimes you can literally just unsubscribe from them and resubscribe, basically. But email coupons, specifically, you want to use that catch-all email right there. So you get one coupon per email, but the key is oftentimes it doesn't tie to a specific account. Sometimes they'll be account-based as well. But Dick's Sporting Goods, for example, I check out through my main account that has rewards, but I get the coupons via signing up via the email sign-up coupon right there. So that's a really important kind of just evergreen coupon specifically right there too. We can also see they have a rewards program too, and a store-based credit card, which can also be hacks as well. The second type of coupon and cheat code I like to take a look at are hidden coupons, which actually aren't that hidden. A lot of sellers just aren't taking a look for them, basically. And I mean that in regards to asking customer service about different deals, talking to other Amazon sellers to track down different deals, asking ChatGPT or different Google AI tools. Sometimes those will go ahead and literally just show you what coupons a specific retailer has that might not just show up on the website, like the email account and text sign-up coupons, for example. And just looking on Google, basically, so we can see Shop WSS, literally a simple Shop WSS coupon search just leads us directly to this page here, which gives us a bunch of nice coupons. So it's crazy how many sellers won't take advantage of that. And if you literally just use Google, you'll see good examples. Then we can see there's a pop-up code for 10%, where we can see we can beat that using these different ones that are dollar amount based, not percentage based. So on dollar amount based coupons, because it's $20, not 20%, we want to do smaller carts, just barely above 100, for example, in this case, specifically right here. The next kind of coupon we want to take a look at are ones that are literally just showing on the specific website. For example, right here, we can see popped up right there. So in a sense, it wasn't necessarily like at the bottom here, right? But we can see on Doc Martens, it's at the top and it's in the bottom left. So you always got to be looking all over, for example, right? And this one would probably show on Google too, if you took a look at it right there. So this is just another kind of example, like an evergreen type coupon that's sitting there waiting for you, but a lot of sellers aren't going to be kind of explorative enough to go ahead and find it. And we can see, just looking on the retailer right there, we can see it's right there. It's really important to note, guys, you don't find items good, you make them good. You can see all the cheat codes we're going through in this video specifically. The next type of coupon I'd like to take a look at is what's called the extension type coupon. So there's a couple completely free Chrome extensions I like for all online arbitrage sellers, right? It's like Capital One Shopping, Be Frugal, Retail Me Not, Top Cash Back. And what those do is they give you extra cash back, but much more importantly, in this case, specifically with like Capital One Shopping, Coopert, and Honey, they give you additional coupons, right? So we can see for Thrive, for example, right here, we have a bunch of additional coupons. There's a 20% code on Thrive that made a ton of items profitable for a while. And the nice thing is you can have these extensions for free and they'll tell you when different deals are going on, right? So coupons is a bunch of different ways to find them, right? Popping up on the website, email sign-up coupons, just taking a look at the extensions like we can see in this case for Thrive right here, and then also just different ones that are just going to pop up on the retailer and just taking a look on Google specifically right there. So there's tons of different ways to find coupons, and it's really important to go through this checklist of literally all this different stuff you see in this video if you're taking notes on it, right, for each specific retailer, and that's going to make a lot of items a lot more profitable right there. Another really good way to make additional items profitable is going to be discounted gift cards, which oftentimes will actually stack with different coupon codes. Basically, the idea behind a discounted gift card is if you can buy a $100 gift card for $91, that extra 9% just went straight to your bottom line. And that's a competitive advantage other Amazon sellers aren't going to have. So Cardbear and Top Cashback are my favorite places for gift cards. If you're ever confused on how many gift cards a specific retailer allows you to purchase, you can just type it in on Chrome. The Google AI is going to have a specific answer for you, or their website's going to right there. So discounted gift cards, really good way to stack on with coupon codes and stack on with other types of discounts like clearance deals, for example, right here. And we literally see, I have this pulled up, this Belk example to show you guys a clearance deal, and literally see they're popping up in evergreen coupon for us right here. And there's 12% cash back on this as well. So the discounts are all over here. It's just so important, guys. You don't find them good, you make them good, right? So we can see Belk has good clearance, for example, but then also clearance deals are a really good way to find stuff. But then let's see what the Belk gift card situation is, right? And we can see Belk has pretty good gift cards now as well. So now it's not only the clearance deals, but it's also going to be the discounted gift cards that they have as well. And it's just really important to work on combining these as best you can, right? The next type of discount I really like, we can see once again, another evergreen coupon popping up here, right? Is rewards account. So Rack Room Shoes specifically, you want to get in the habit of always checking out on every website until you get order cancels, for example, if there's a site that order cancels, which in my opinion, don't worry about that till it happens, right? You always want to check out through an account of different retailers so you can take advantage of different rewards programs and loyalty rewards programs they have. For example, Rack Room, you earn 1 point for every $1 spent, and every 200 points, you get a $15 reward. And that stacks on with the other coupons that exist. And I'm going to tell you guys about it in a little bit, specifically because Rack Room's a really good site, right? For example, so that's an additional 7.5% back. I'm not necessarily going to count that in on the front end, but when I'm redeeming it, of course I'm going to count it in, right? So you always want to make sure you check out through an account so you can take advantage of any rewards and loyalty programs that exist right there. The next one is going to be big holiday sales. The biggest holiday of the year for us pretty much is going to be Prime Day, right? As well as like Black Friday. For example, Prime Day is actually coming up right here, October 8th and 9th. It's really important to note, guys, really any holiday that comes up, recently Labor Day, 4th of July, Memorial Day, etc. And coming up October Prime Day, Halloween, early Black Friday deals, which are insanely underrated in like early November, for example, as well as Black Friday deals kicking off at the end of November. Really, anytime there's a holiday, bunch of big retailers will run deals, and it's really important to be ready to take advantage of those on your favorite websites. Over time, you'll learn your favorite deals and you'll learn their sales cycles, and it'll make it a lot easier for yourself right there. The next discount method and cheat code that I really like is going to be subscribe and save coupons. You just have to make sure you go ahead and cancel them prior to them renewing, basically. But a lot of like supplement retailers will give you 10, 15, 20% off subscribe and save. Sometimes they'll even upsell you more post-purchase in regards to different bulk discounts and everything too. So subscribe and save deals are really helpful. You just have to make sure you organize it effectively and put notifications on your calendar, or just stay on top of things and make sure to cancel stuff as it comes through. We can see subscribe and save 10%. Gotta love that. That's actually on this specific site the difference between a lot of items not being good and being good specifically. The next one is going to be tax exempt. So from your state's website, as long as you follow the rules, right, you can go ahead and get a tax exempt certificate or a retailer certificate or a reseller's license. They're called different things in different states. Your state's website is going to have all the information you need on that, or there's like CPA YouTubers that are like licensed to talk about that stuff. So like, that's helpful for taking out, your sales tax, right? So most states are going to have between 5 and 10% sales tax. A lot of websites, a lot more than you think, will offer tax exempt reseller certificate purchase. Home Depot, for example, this is their portal set up for that. Walmart, OA, and RA as well. And the way I figure out if a website takes tax exempt, which you always want to take a look at, is you can just Google, does Home Depot take tax exempt? Does Vitacost take tax exempt? Does iHerb take tax exempt? Does Walmart take tax exempt, for example? And Google's, conveniently just going to tell you because these websites are going to advertise if it's the case. And the key here is when you're using tax exempt, you want to make sure you subtract the sales tax you have factored in on your SellerAmp backend. So if you have SellerAmp 7% factored in on your SellerAmp settings, and you're using a tax exempt purchase, you need to make sure you multiply the item in the cost and the buy cost by 0.93 to take off that 7%. Tax exempt is really helpful, and it stacks on with a lot of other ones we took a look at in this video so far. Another one kind of extends beyond tax exempt. That's going to be a lot of websites will just have wholesale programs as well, right? So in like bulk discounts, for example. So you can literally just Google like Bounce Curl Wholesale, Thrive Wholesale, and you'll see examples. Thrive, I don't know if it has it, but like for example, this one, they're literally just showing us it on the website, and that's probably going to be like tax exempt on steroids, and that we're definitely going to be able to avoid sales tax most likely with that, and we might be able to get some bulk discounts too. There's one OA retail I really like that does this as well, and it's you literally just are rewarded by checking for it, basically, for lack of better term. So always make sure you see if any retailers you buy from take wholesale, and the way you're just going to Google it is just like Bounce Curl Wholesale, right? 32 Degrees Wholesale is another good example of that. And that can lead to tax exempt and in many cases bulk discounts as well too. And that's something other sellers won't do. The next one's just going to be making sure you have your cashback strategy dialed in. I'm not personally a fan of counting cashback in the buy cost, but you definitely want to make sure you have Rakuten and Top Cashback always installed and activated. A pro tip when you're using cashback is if you're ripping multiple orders on a retailer, always make sure you close the window and reopen it and reactivate the cashback so you can actually get it right there. Like I said, cashback's just free money. The reasoning on that is because it doesn't pay out super often. Rakuten, for example, pays out about it every 90 days, right? So it messes up the cash flow cycle if you factor that in your margins. But definitely want to make sure you have Rakuten, Top Cashback, and other cashback specific Chrome extensions that are completely free, that are free money for you as an Amazon seller. The next one is actually on the calculator side of things, and that's just understanding how to actually utilize the SellerAmp FBM calculator. It's important to note, guys, a lot of listings that are above 20 bucks, like we can see this product is right here, but under £1 are very efficient to FBM compared to FBA. And the problem is where a lot of beginner sellers go wrong is to run the FBM numbers. They think you just subtract FBM shipping from this profit criteria, and that's not the case at all. What you actually do is you take a look at the weight right here. We can see 7 ounces, and then we scroll down here, right, and we can see we're currently on the FBA calculator. We toggle over to FBM, specifically on this item. This guy's, 7 ounces, so it's probably going to ship for like $4.50, for example, right here, maybe $5 depending on where you're located. And we can see, right, say we're at 25, for example, here, right, $5. FBA puts us at about a 57% ROI, but tapping that in specifically right here on like 22, for example, gives us an extended out ROI. So we can see 5% extra right here. So that's obviously not going to be the case on every item. We can see that $25 price point actually wasn't the case just based on the way the fees break down. But I believe this was buy boxing at 22, for example, right here. So we can see FBA, 33% ROI, FBM, about a 38% ROI. So you get a lot of extra output as a result of that. And it's really important that you actually run those FBM numbers, especially on expensive products, 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks that are under £1, especially in the clothing category. You'll get extra output FBM compared to FBA. And that's a huge competitive advantage a lot of beginner sellers aren't doing. That'll show you a ton of extra profitable items if you are, because you're going to see an extra dollar profit or two per unit. And that's something they're not going to see. So you're going to be able to source items they're not going to go ahead and source. The next one's going to be utilizing in-store pickups. This isn't necessarily a way to get stuff additionally discounted, although occasionally retailers will have discounts for in-store pickups, but instead it's just going to be a way to speed up your cash flow cycle and get to market quicker than other sellers. So for example, Kohl's, we can literally source our local area right here for free store pickup and then place pickup orders and get stock locked up quick, get it in hand same day. So if you consider if you're sourcing, from Kohl's, for example, and it's in stock in your local area, you can place a pickup order and have that thing confirmed, picked up, and listed today. Meanwhile, your competition, it's going to take 3 to 5 days on average for it to get to them, right? And we can also see, boom, Kohl's Cash right here, another discount method, boom, Kohl's Rewards right there, more discount methods we're going to be able to roll towards future purchases right here. We can see literally 3x rewards, for example, right here in the discounted gift cards. So you see how you think about the stuff is that when you can combine all these methods together, a lot more stuff becomes profitable. And last but not least, it's going to be the idea of stacking on multiple coupons. We can see, for example, at Rack Room Shoes currently here, there's 10 off 80, and there's buy one, get one 50% off select styles. So those actually combine together, and there's a banger rewards program. So Rack Room Shoes, for example, because it's 10%, you'd want to do smaller carts and multiple orders to maximize that discount. And on the back end, we're also getting really, really good rewards. So the average Amazon seller doesn't think that these actually combined, doesn't combine them together. And if they do, they don't understand the whole small carts to maximize the hard dollar amount coupon, not the percentage coupon right there. So that makes a big difference. And there's really, really good rewards. And it's just such a different experience selling on Amazon when you're factoring in all these cheat codes, all these discount codes. And you're just going to find a lot more profitable products than the people that don't. If you're willing to use tax exempt, if you're willing to hit the brand up to buy wholesale, if you're willing to look around on Google for coupons, if you're willing to ask ChatGPT for the different discounting methods, for example, right there, if you're willing to take the time to understand how the rewards programs work, how discounted gift cards work, if you're willing to sign up for the bulk programs on discounted gift card websites, you're going to get a lot more output than the sellers that don't. And that's where all the money's waiting. Hope this video was helpful, SellerAmp Nation. If you have any questions, let us know down below in the comments. Make sure to get a free 2-week trial on our website, selleramp.com. And hope you guys like this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.